All right, Shalom. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double Shalom to you. Hopefully, left there and get right into it. It took me all day to get to this lesson, but the Wadi Yahweh Shai, we are here. Salakia. If it's not one thing, it's another, man. But it's all good, man. Fuck it. Okay, the Wadi Yahweh Shai. All right. So, again, getting right into it, the past few videos, some of the past few videos that I've done, just mentioning how. Matter of fact, let me start off with this. I'm gonna start off with this because these are the times that we are in. All right, and that's just been on my spirit to say how, a lot of things that are questionable, such as so-called UFO sightings and things of that nature, things that pretty much people can't put, they don't have an explanation for. That's why I say questionable, because certain things happen and it's like, is it a natural phenomenon, or is it Esau messing with, with weather modifications, whatever the case may be. And like I said, the spirit has been on me to just mention how, because there's too many questionable things, but eventually it's going to get to a point where everyone's going to be forced to acknowledge Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And of course, pursuant to the title, aliens, absolutely not. Because for one, an alien, it just means a foreigner. All right. We were once aliens, alienated. We were once, aliens. But through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're being adopted back into the Lord's good graces. But as far as little body, big-headed, big-eyed, green skin, humanoid beings, nah, man. All right, that doesn't exist. All right. But nevertheless, because again, we are in strange times, and more, that fourth dimension, the fourth realm. All right. Which Apostle Tahar himself, he said it. As far as more and more of these sightings of the so-called UFOs, and brothers on down. Like I said, one of the recent videos that I did, mentioning how pursuant to Isaiah 28 and 21, the Lord's getting ready to bring, roughly paraphrasing, he's getting ready to do strange things to these people. Because, for the most part, for us, to those of us in the know, hey, listen, and this is all in relevance to the situation that took place out there in Miami, where they saw these 8 to 10 foot so-called aliens, right? These creatures, which actually I got a video, it's my first time seeing it, all these witnesses coming out with their testimonies and whatnot. But there's this one particular video which is pretty lengthy. It's a few minutes long, but I want to play it, Lord willing, to get around to it. Because even this, what appeared to be a Jake in the video, he mentioned how, hey, he even said it, and I'm not going to say aliens, but these creatures, these beings, which all in all, because that's why I said, listen, to those of us in the know, for the most part, while everyone else bugs out, they freak out, right? People panic, and the scriptures even say not to, when it comes to the host of heavens and things of that nature, not to be in awe, not to be to the reverence. No, man. Because another recent video that I did is going into how, when it comes to these spirits on the right hand and on the left hand, Lord willing, we be of that number under Yahweh Shai. Listen, we're gonna have dominion over these angels. We're gonna have rank over these angels on the right hand and the left hand under Yahweh Shai. So these spirits aren't to be reverenced, worshipped as Yahweh Bashem Shai or at all. But before I ramble, I'm gonna get this in the book of Acts chapter 2. I'm gonna just get to the point in verse 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. So the point being that these signs, right, are the wonders, the signs and these wonders that Yahweh Shema Shai, that he's been working, but things are going to continue to increase. Like I said earlier, starting from the Apostle Tahar, he said himself, brothers, and the brothers, respected brothers on down, myself, going into how, as far as these occurrences where these so-called UFO sightings, and then and the angels themselves, more and more, we're going to see these appearances. And again, this is in reference to the situation that took place out there in Miami, which there's all type of, information still coming out. It's a developing incident. It's a developing case. So there's still, that's why I like to meet, just me personally, sometimes, when certain things come out, I like to wait a few days, for the details, so some brothers like to jump on it while the rod is hot, but I'm one of those. I like to just sit back and just wait for the developing details, and I'm sure the details of this incident in Miami is still developing. There's still going to be information coming out, but the Spirit just said, just go ahead and touch on it now, because again, strange times that we're in. All right. A lot of so-called weird things are going to start happening. And as I mentioned before, because too much credit is given to Esau, but eventually it's going to get to a point where Esau, he's going to be out the question. The so-called white man, he's going to be out the question. Eventually it's going to be made known. It's going to be clear that, this is to us, we know as Yahweh Shai, but to these people, what those guys were saying, what they were saying, they were right, they were correct. Because you best believe in that day, people are going to be scrambling for the names. How do I, Yahuwah, Yahuwah, Yahshua, they're going to be trying to pronounce the names, and no, man, they're going to be stumbling and falling, but to us, Lord willing, we're at that number, it ain't going to be a surprise, I believe, because given some of these accounts that have been coming out as far as that situation in Miami, and everyone's all afraid and everyone's terrified and panicking and running. Listen, I believe that brothers are going to be having these same encounters, but listen, because like, what did the angel tell John? Listen, don't worship me, I'm your fellow servant. I'm a fellow Ak. I'm a fellow brother, and I believe, because at the end of the day, that's what the angels are, they're just angels in that realm. We're angels in the flesh, trapped in the flesh. We're angels in this realm, so at the end of the day, we're all brothers at the end of the day. And I believe that the more and more angels start to reveal themselves, because that's, you know, that, and that's why I want to play this video, this particular video, you know, um, because again, that you know, everyone's all freaking out, and but I believe that brothers, listen, brothers, I believe some of us, if we have these encounters with the angels, you know, um, with our fellow brothers, all right, listen, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be exactly that. Just so you know, hey, Shalom, Mark, you know, hey, brother's gonna be talking to the angels, you know, it's gonna be a conversation. And some people are gonna see that, they're gonna witness it, like, oh shit, like what the, you know, and that's just one of many examples of why in that day, listen, brothers are gonna stand out, brothers are gonna be shining, the spirit's gonna be on brother, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, you know, because people are gonna witness these things more and more, you know, people are gonna witness us talking to the angels, you know, because again, with this whole incident out there in Miami, hey, yeah, we've seen them videos, some of the videos. Like I said, it's still developing, still stories coming out and whatnot, still videos research, surfacing and whatnot. But for the most part, everyone's frantic, everyone's panicking, everyone's giving their, well, you know, for the most part, the few people that did give their accounts, because that's one thing. Esau, he's prepared for this, you know, and that's why it's been coming out, like, because they put out there, they put it out there that, hey, this is just some teens doing some stupid shit. But you have the whole damn police department come out. You know, you see the videos, man. It's like 3-4 blocks of just policemen. You know, and ain't gonna be no 3-4 blocks of policemen for some stupid knuckleheads. That's just ain't gonna happen. You know, because that was the official story that, you know, some teens got into a fight. No, man. You know, it's been coming out. The reports have been coming out. Listen, everyone, for the most part, you know, people have been getting interrogated. All right, questioned for hours. What did you see? You know, trying to get into the phones, delete the pictures and the videos. You know, and that's for the few, because that's a major question right now. Well, if there was these 8 to 10 foot creatures, these humanoid beings, why ain't nobody getting no footage? Why ain't nobody getting no, you know? Well, listen, a lot of people have been, because listen, and it just makes sense, you know, because that another question right now is this a psyop? You know, is this one of those Project Blue Beam things? Is this a psyop? Some, you know, me personally, I'm just gonna put it out there. I think this is, you know, a legit, for the most part, you know, hey, the Lord did something, you know. I believe the Lord, you know, hey, allowed some you know, some angels to manifest themselves to a certain extent, because through the scriptures, you know, according to the scriptures, listen, hey, if an angel were to manifest himself and show, if an angel were to really manifest themselves, people won't be able to bear it. People won't be able to deal with it, you know. So that's why I say, to an extent, the Lord allowed, you know, the Lord allowed those people, all right, whatever they saw, the Lord allowed that to happen. I believe that, yeah, you know, this was something, like I said, above Esau, his technology, and, you know, I believe that. I believe this was one of those things where, yeah, how about Shimon Shah? He showed his hand a little bit. He showed out a little bit, you know, because, you know, these accounts, you know, I believe him. I believe him. That's just my take on it. You know, of course, we don't know, but in any event, if it was a psyop or not, if this was real or not, hey, more and more the Lord, for real, all right, he's gonna start showing things more and more. We've been seeing it, because even when it comes to the so-called UFO sightings, the chariot sightings, that's been an increase, or the past 4 or 5 years, man, especially, you know, that's been an increase. But even with that being said, it's to a point where that's normalized, you know. People say they see the so-called UFOs, and what do? They pull the phones out and record. But listen, this is why, and me the brothers at my camp, you know, especially the head brother Nahoya, he always talks about how this is why the Lord, he has to turn things up, you know, because the Lord, he turns a notch up, just, you know, just a notch. He turns it up just a notch, you know, and for a hot second, people are, you know, like questioning, like, oh my God, and then it becomes normalized. You know, the Lord, he turns it up a notch again, you know, and it's the same thing, the same reaction. People, you know, and it becomes normalized. Well, this is why the Lord, he's just gonna have to turn it up to the point where, hey, like I said in the beginning, hey, oh, what were those guys were right? Oh, it's gonna get to a point where, you know, it's undeniable. It's too much. It's too much. You know, it's too much. Because Esau, he gets too much damn credit. You know, he gets too much damn credit. So you see, man, again, as far as this whole situation out there in Miami, hey, you know, people, like I said, they can't put it to words, and what else? Because they don't read the scriptures. You know, like I said, when it comes to those of us in the know, hey, them were nothing but angels. You know, them were nothing but angels. Because let me go ahead and get it. Let me get this, man. I'm gonna play this video. Like I said, it's a bit lengthy, but I'm gonna play it because I just saw this today. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
It ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first. You can call them paranormal. You are.
It's like I fast forwarded it by mistake.
Not come out because of teenagers fighting. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up.
So yeah, let's do this. Well, willing, you can hear it.
With my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it. But I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister, and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew. And we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew everyone. All of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching. Not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It was like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all three of them. And then,
So real quick, man, because like I said, some of the past videos that I've been doing, just been touching on certain of these things. And I just say that because, I'm going to bring some of these same precepts out that I've been bringing out. So like you said, with this whole being all glitchy, let me get this. All right, is it still buffering? Or how bad is it? Because I might need to move to a different spot. If you could let me know, how bad is it? How bad is the buffering? Hey, shalom, Maki, Abashimosha Brakatah. All right, so the water. So I was going to get this in 2nd Ezra 13, because like the Jake was mentioning in the video, these entities that he was seeing, which we believe to be angels, all right, but to these people, they have no idea. That's the cool part about it, and then when I was watching this video, so many like movies came to mind, like what's that one movie, The Mist, because hey, these spirits, man, hey, these spirits created for vengeance. Again, the angels, more and more, they're going to start revealing themselves. They're going to start showing themselves, and to these people, they're going to freak out, and so much that people are going to have heart attacks. They're going to have cardiac arrest. They're just going to be dropping dead at the sight of them. But I believe that to those of us in the know, like I said before, brothers are going to be talking to the angels. Brothers are going to be talking to these spirits, to these, entities, whatever you want to call them. Have a full conversations with them. In fact, some of these spirits, man, during Jacob's trouble, they're going to be helping us out. They're going to be delivering us out of situations. So it's not going to be a surprise to us, but to these people, man, they have, they don't know. They have no idea. They have no understanding. But I'm gonna get this in 2nd Ezra 13 and 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And this is the point. All right, that realm. All right, because more and more that 4th dimension. You see, right now we're in the 3rd dimension. All right, but that 4th dimension is going to be opened up. All right, because there's all type of activity going on around us. We don't know about it. We don't see it. The angels are all around us, on the left hand and the right hand. We don't see it, but more and more the Lord's going to show it to people. He's going to open their eyes. We know the one we know the one particular account. There'd be more with us than there is with them. We know the accounts. All right, and that's going to be the case for these people. They're going to see what we believe. Hey, because listen, I'm one of those brothers that I don't see chariots at all for the most part. I might see them, every 6-7 months out the year or whatever. Every 6 or 7 months I might see 1 or 2. But that's just me, because I don't need to see it to believe it. Now it's cool to see them, and I see other brothers, they have their testimonies where they see them often, but I'm just one of those, I don't need to see it. I know they're there. I know the angels are there. I know the chariots are there. But it's gonna get to a point where, hey, it's gonna be It's going to be seen by everyone. All right, the believers and the non-believers. The Lord's going to open these people. He's going to open their eyes, and it's going to freak them out. It's going to bug them out. So that realm, that fourth dimension, is getting ready to. Hey, everyone's getting ready to see it. You know. But going back to the video. Bear with me.
And then you could see it in its full form, all three of them. And then, you know, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But yeah, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And you know, they're tall, so we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there, and the thing that was a little bit weird, but it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again.
God damn, slacking, man. This damn phone. Bear with me, man. But yeah, that's the thing with the angels, man. They're not, you know, what Esau tries to portray as some naked babies shooting arrows, hearted arrows. No, man, the angels, they're stoic, austere. Basically, in layman's terms, they're mean looking, you know, mean mugging. You know, and that's why I said earlier, like, if an angel were to show himself right now, people won't be able to deal with it. They won't be able to handle it. You know? But that's why the scriptures talk about in Hebrews about entertaining angels unawares, because, you know, certain encounters that we have, hey, we could be talking to an angel, we never even know it. And the point being that they can disguise themselves. They can, you know, there's accounts in the scriptures where angels, they appear to be eaten, because, you know, the angels, they don't need to eat, they don't have sex or anything like that, you know, but they can appear to, you know, they can cloak themselves, they can disguise themselves. So getting back into this, bear with me, man. This shit is.
The original creator of God of War hates the new creator.
And then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again.
And you see again, because the angels, man, they have a warlike, like a house shot, you know, contrary to everyone's belief. What they think, no, your house shot, he's coming back. He ain't coming back as some raggedy, some rigadink, you know, sackcloth, right, with some stringy hair. No, man, he's coming back in war attire. All right, he's coming back to make war. He's going to be girded up, you know. And hey, the angels likewise, you know. And I don't want to make this too long, because there's plenty of scriptures going into how the angels, their appearance, or how they look, you know. There's plenty of scriptures going into how the angels look, and they're ready for war. You know, warlike attire. All right, I'm gonna play this on.
Almost glitching again. Almost glitching again. We all ran. My brother like immediately said, "Yo, let's go." He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, you know, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when that's like saying, you know, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Yeah, I know.
Sorry about that, man.
When that's like saying, you know, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that.
And you know, real quick,
Something like this, none of us could comprehend.
people, and there's even a saying in the world, people are afraid of what they don't understand, right? And clearly, these people, they don't understand the Heavenly Father. But listen, hey, I'm gonna get a quick one because he's about to give a glimpse of his mind. The Lord is about to show these people a small piece of his mind. So I'm gonna get this in Isaiah. Isaiah 55 in verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Because people have this false perception of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. You know, and it's exactly that, a false perception. You see? Because the Lord is terrible. You know, the Lord has many titles. He has one name, but he has many titles. And one of those titles being just terrible. And that's why these people, they're about to find out. All right, these people, they're about to find out. You know, it says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So again, the Lord, he's getting ready to, the way that the Lord thinks, you know, he's about to give these people a small taste, all right, of his mind. Because again, these people, they clearly have no idea of the Heavenly Father, who he is, what he's about, what he represents. They have no idea. They have no idea. You see? But they're about to find out. You know? They're about to find out. But I was looking for another precept. I don't think this is it. Or maybe this is it. This ain't it, but this is a good one. This is a good one. Because I think that one that I wanted was in Job. Let me go to it real quick, just to see. Because listen, when it comes to, people think that in the book of Genesis, when it goes into creation, all right, you know, the sixth day, everything stopped. And on the seventh day, the Lord he rested. It was the Sabbath. And then just after that, it was just no more creation on, man. The Lord is always, that's the thing about the Father, man. He's always creating creation, all right? He's always creating. How do we know that? Well, a good inkler is St. John 14, you know, where it talks about how the Lord goes to prepare a place for us. You know, everlasting life is constantly expanding, you know. Beyond what we can see, the Lord is constantly expanding. You know, the so-called outer space universe is constantly expanding. It's growing. All right. The Lord goes to prepare a place for us. All right. You know, it's constantly growing, constantly expanding. All right. So the Lord is always creating, you know. But let me just go to this in Psalm, because that includes creatures. The scriptures talk about newly created beasts. Listen, the Lord has things in reserve. He has things hidden specifically for Jacob's trouble. things that we've never seen before. We know about certain things like Bigfoot, you know. I was one of those, you know, I like reading about Bigfoot and the Mothman and things like that growing up, UFOs, you know. But listen, the Lord, yeah, those things are going to manifest themselves, but the Lord has so much more in store. He has so much more in store. Leviathan, all right, which I just watched the newest Godzilla movie, man, the Godzilla -1, which is basically, you know, so to say, in respects to the, you know, the old Godzilla movies, you know, where Godzilla, he's a menace, he's tearing shit up. And listen, this Godzilla, this newest one, all right, I would encourage you to watch it, because listen, man, this Godzilla, man, and -1, man, this Godzilla wasn't playing, all right. He's just being a straight menace, and that's how he's supposed to be. This new Godzilla, all right, this new age Godzilla, you know, which I just, on another note, I just finished watching the Monarch Legacy of Monsters, if I said that right, you know, which explains why this new age Godzilla, you know, why he's a, I'm gonna just be real, why he's such a bitch, you know. And I don't want to spoil too much, but basically he's just a protector of our world and his world, you know, his realm, our realm and his realm, you know. But Godzilla is supposed to be the real Godzilla. He's supposed to be a menace. He's supposed to be terrorizing shit. And this new Godzilla -1, especially that atomic breath, oh my God, that atomic breath, that was the best I've ever seen. Best atomic breath to me, hands down, personally. You know, this new Godzilla, I encourage you to watch it, because damn, he was tearing shit up. He's supposed to be menaced, you know. But nevertheless, hey, Godzilla, Slakia, because Godzilla is nothing but a, you know, because, you know, all these deep sea creatures, Godzilla, the Kraken, you know, you had that one movie some years ago, that couple of, you know, not too long ago, within the past decade, Underwater, where they showed this massive underwater sea creature. These type of movies are based off of the Leviathan. And make no mistake about it, there's many Leviathans, all right? But nevertheless, one of those Leviathans is going to make his entrance, all right? People are going to see Leviathan. And listen, Leviathan, man, him in itself, just that creature alone is enough to... Oh, another movie the Spirit had me watch recently was Cloverfield, you know, where you had this creature terrorizing New York. That's based off of Leviathan. All right, that's based off the Leviathan, you know, because Esau, he knows these things and he's prepared for it. So that's why, going back to the point with you know, all this information coming out, you know, because you know, Esau, he's prepared for things like this. Again, why do you need 3-4 blocks of cops for supposedly a fight for some teens? It don't make sense. You got unmarked black helicopters on the scene for some teenagers fighting. No, the Esau, they're prepared for this, man. They're prepared for stuff like this. And this appears to be one of those incidences where, hey, because like I said, people were getting interrogated, getting their phones confiscated, you know, going through their phones and pictures, and you know. But nevertheless, I wanted to get this because in Psalm 104, I start at verse 20. It says, thou makest darkness, and it is night, wherein all the beasts of the forest do creep. And you know, hey, because that's cold, you know. That's cold because, hey, going into the plagues of Egypt, you know. And what was one of the things that took place during the time of ancient Egypt? That darkness, apparitions, because that's what they've seen. That's what all these accounts, they've seen apparitions, you know, angels cloaked. All right, but that's what they've seen. They've seen apparitions, man. You know, It says, wherein all the beasts of the forest do creep forth. The young lions roar after their prey and seek their meat from God. The sun riseth, they gather themselves together and lay them down in their dens. Man goeth forth unto his work, and his labor until the evening. O Lord, how manifold are thy works! In wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. So is the great wide sea, wherein are things creeping, innumerable, both small and great beasts. So listen, man, the Lord has some shit out there. And speaking of the sea, listen, speaking of the Leviathan, listen, because the more you get, the deeper you go in them oceans, man, the deeper you go, the crazier those creatures look, the crazier those animals look, man. You know, and it makes me think about the anglerfish. You ever seen an anglerfish, how crazy that shit looks, man? You know, an anglerfish, if you don't know what an anglerfish is, man, listen. You know, and that's only but so deep. Man, the deeper you go down in them oceans, man, the crazier things look. The crazier those creatures look. And Lord, listen, the Lord has some shit in store. The Lord has things reserved just for Jacob's trouble. Creatures, beasts, man, we're about to see it. It says, there go the ships. There's that Leviathan, you know, speaking of. And they showed that in the newest Godzilla -1. They showed that, you know, the ships being played with, man, tossed like nothing. It says, whom thou hast made to play therein. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season. So you see, and that's the point, you know, that's pretty much the point. Like I said, this is not what I wanted, but this is good because, listen, as I quoted, newly created beasts, listen, they're all waiting, all right? The Lord has things in reserve, from the angels to the animals. I always talk about how you know, because, you know, Jake and especially Eve scared of something as a spider, you know, as a spider, a snake, roach, spiders, man. Well, it's going to be 8-legged freaks for real out here, man. If you're scared of spiders, it's going to be 8-legged freaks for real out here. The Lord's going to bring your work. These people, the Lord's going to bring their worst fears upon them. You know, America's going to be ground zero for just the worst of the worst. As I always say, the worst rated R movie of all time in real life, man. You know, that's all a part of the strange works, the strange things, man. The Lord is about to bring it. And this shit's going to be televised. Everyone's going to see this. America is going to be ground zero. And we're seeing this more and more. You know, we're seeing this more and more. But listen, these creatures that the Lord has on reserve, they're just waiting. They're waiting. These newly created beasts, the Lord is waiting. Ain't no telling what the Lord got out here, man. I just saw just today about a new type of alligator, a new species of alligator, something like that. You know, I just seen something like that today. You know, because alligators and crocodiles, those are, you know, so-called prehistoric. And that's another thing, because they tell you that dinosaurs are extinct. No, they're not extinct, man. All right, you know. Nothing's extinct. Like I said, things for the most part, if anything, they're on reserve. The Lord just, you know, he has them over here for a reason. He has them over there for a reason. But in due time, in due time, you know, in due time, hey, the Lord's going to manifest this shit. He's going to manifest his work. He's going to manifest his work, man. And the Lord's about to do it. But let's get through the rest of this video, man. Lord willing. If not, then I'll just post a link of this video in the description and you can watch it, the whole video, because like I said, it's still a developing story. So, you know, information is still coming out, testimonies are still coming out, and things of that nature. So yeah, man, this shit is about to get crazy to the point where I believe that even to, you know, like I said, to those of us in the know, at first it's gonna be like, oh shit, but you know, like I said, when it comes down to it, no, man, brothers are going to be talking to the spirits. Brothers are going to be talking to the angels. And like it says in the scriptures tell you, in that day, the beasts of the field shall be in league with thee. We're, you know, hey, we're going to be all right. All right, we're going to be all right. But to these people, man, Just at the sight of Leviathan, these people are going to drop dead. The heart is literally just going to stop beating in the heart, man. It's just going to stop beating in the chest out of fear. Now that's how crazy it's about to get. That's how for real scary it's about to get, man. You know, but let's get through some more of this.
None of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family?
It's a fight or flight.
That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. You know, it's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so like, you know, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And you know, obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars. Other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, cops.
So yeah, this is pretty much, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, that's he's going into how, like I was saying, people are getting questioned and interrogated, and, you know, but if you want to watch this whole video in its entirety, you know, Lord willing, I remember, I'm going to leave the link to that brother's description. I'm going to leave the link to that brother's video in the description, because the brother, he did a video on it, and he has some other clips in that video. And, you know, he did a lesson on it. So one of the brothers, I think, is out there in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. You know, for whatever reason, just me personally, my spirit is drawn to those brothers out there. I've had dreams with those brothers, about those brothers. You know, for whatever reason, my spirit is drawn to those brothers out there in Kansas City, you know, GMS Kansas City. You know, but, and you know, for whatever reason, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off there, man. You know, that's pretty much the point. You know, again, strange times we're coming into, man. And listen, it's gonna get a lot stranger, so-called. All right, because again, to those of us in the know, listen, we know what the deal is. We know the scriptures. All right, so it's not gonna, like the scriptures say, that is gonna catch these people like a thief in the night. But to us, listen, like I said, brothers are gonna be having conversation with the angels. You know, laughing and talking it up with the angels, I believe. You know, versus these people, man, they're gonna be running around like a chicken with his head cut off. These people, man, you know, I can't wait to see it. You know, because these people, I'm tired of looking at these people. You know, I'm tired of suffering their pride. You know, I can't wait to start seeing these people suffer and going through it. Just like we, you know, us hopefully left, we suffering, we going through it, catching hell, and these people, they laugh at us, beat us when we're down, kick us when we're down, and all that. Listen, the Lord is about to flip things right side up, man. So I can't wait to start seeing these people suffer and just, you know, catch hell and get mauled to death. Believe it or not, listen, we're gonna start seeing people, because again, these chariots, these angels are gonna reveal themselves more and more. Like I said, the Apostle Tahar, you know, he said it himself, and from brothers all respectively, you know, all the brothers on down, they've been saying it. I believe it. You know, these angels, they're gonna manifest themselves more and more. These newly created beasts, more and more, they're gonna manifest themselves and just terrorizing people. You know, chariots are gonna be zapping people, angels are gonna be slaughtering people. Man, it's gonna be crazy. You know, it's gonna be crazy. The Lord is really about to open up this the fourth dimension. These people, they're about to see what's already around us. All right, but the Lord's gonna open everyone's eyes to it more and more, little by little, more and more. You know, the Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to you. Hopefully, let Shalom, Shalom. Lord willing, into the next one.